Okay everyone, good afternoon. These are the videos for today. So for these videos today we are looking at page number 107 of your workbook or page number 62 depending on whether you are using a soft copy or a printout. These are the tasks from Osborne mock paper 1. Okay, so these are the tasks from Osborne mock paper 1 which we are using. So I'll attempt to do 3 videos today. I already copied the question into the Excel file, so when I'm sending you this file, I think most probably you should have the question in there with all of you already. So let's see what we need to do. First we need to download the file and everything. You have the file ready. Open the worksheet called invoices. Check for and remove any duplicates in the invoices. So first we need to check and remove duplicates. Okay. So to do that, highlight your data. Lots of data here. I think let's do it quickly. Okay, so we have highlighted all the data. Go to the data tab and click on remove duplicates, which is this option over here, remove duplicates. Select that and then you need to select one column which you are checking to look for the duplicates. So the only way we will know if there is any duplicate or not is if the invoice number is repeating. So unselect all and select the column for the invoice number, and based on the invoice number it will look for the duplicates. Sometimes some questions may ask you to take a screenshot of the remove duplicate screen. So this is a screen which you need to take the screenshot of, not the one coming later which shows the number of duplicates. This is the screen you need to take a screenshot of if you are ever asked to show a screenshot of remove duplicates. So I unselected everything and only selected the invoice number to check for my duplicates and say OK. And it is telling that 2 duplicates were found and removed. Say OK. So duplicates are being removed. If any duplicates are found, enter the number found in cell H1. So in cell H1, enter the number of duplicates, which over here is 3 duplicates. Use a VLOOKUP function on the item number to calculate the net sales using the information from the worksheet. So use a VLOOKUP on the item number to calculate the net sales. This is very similar to the questions what we have done before. So lookup and reference, VLOOKUP. Lookup on the item number. Table array in the next table in the price list. Select the whole table. Price specifically in the table is in 1, 2, 3 and the 4th column. So column index number will be 4 and range lookup will be false. Do not forget to put absolute referencing on the data from the table, which is the A4. So put a $sign to cover that. So now your absolute referencing is completed and say OK. So your net value has been obtained. Multiply that with the quantity sold to get to the net price. And then once you calculate that, double click to calculate all the remaining cells. You need to calculate the gross also using the VAT, which is net plus the net multiplied by the VAT rate which is given to you in cell G1. Use absolute referencing in cell G1 because the value is not going to change. Double click to calculate for the remaining cells. Net sales we have done. We have done the gross sales also. They want you to format it using a pound sign and 2 decimal places. Pound sign and 2 decimal places. So select all this data at once. Right click, format cells. Yep, currency, 2 decimal places, and a pound sign. Say OK. Make sure contents of all cell can be clearly seen. So make sure you select here, Home, Format, Auto Fit Column Width. So contents of all the cell will be clearly seen. Some are still not seen. Format, Auto Fit. OK. That's done. Next, insert a pivot chart and a pivot table into the new worksheet of the net value of Senza Natural flooring sold in each of the 3 months from January to March. So here you are showing 3 things. You are showing the net value, you are showing when it is sold, which is the month, and the item for which you want to show these two is Senza Natural flooring sold. So this Senza Natural flooring sold is the name of the item, most probably. So that name should be under the filter because they don't want to show everything. They only want to show Senza Natural. But the net sales and when it is sold, they want you to be on the data and the categories. So select the first cell, insert pivot chart and pivot table. OK. The name should be under the filter. Net value should be under the values, and when it is sold, which is January to February, under the axis category. They do not want to see all of them. They only want to see Senza Natural. So let's filter it to only show Senza Natural. Say OK. So you can only see the data for Senza Natural. Continuing. Ensure pivot table is sorted in the month order. January, February, March, it's already in the month order. Format chart series to show the best sales for the period in green and the worst sales in black. Best one in green and worst one in black. Best one is the January one. That will be in green. And the worst one in black, which is in February. Okay, that's completed. Add a chart title, Senza Natural Net Sales. So add a chart title, Senza Natural Net Sales. Senza Natural Net Sales. That is completed. Enlarge the chart so that the whole legend is clearly seen. Produce a trend line and color it green. So enlarge the chart so that everything is clearly seen. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And now we need to add a trend line to that. Select your chart, go to Design, Add Chart Element, and a trend line, a linear trend line always. And then they want to color it green. Right click on the chart, Format Trend Line, and make it colored green. They did not say anything about the point, but you can just increase it a little bit, thickness, to make sure that it is clearly seen. So there is our trend line added into the chart. Return to the invoices worksheet. Is there no sheet name? Name this worksheet Senza Natural Net Sales. Okay, which is given here. Senza Natural Net Sales. Return to the invoices worksheet. Let's see, continue. What else do they want us to do here? Freeze the panel column A to D and set up filters on the whole table. They want you to freeze A to D As I said sometime in the previous video, when you want to freeze something, use the next column always. So they want you to freeze A to D. So click on the column E and go to the view, freeze panes and freeze panes. So when you do that, when you scroll, you can see the column up to column D, everything is there, but only the other data is moving. And then filter on the whole table. So they want you to apply filters on the whole table. When you want to apply filters, you only apply filters on the headings. So select your headings, sort and filter, and click on filter. Filter the net sales using the number filter to show top 10 net sales. So filter the net sales to only show the top 10. Number filters and top 10. And say OK. So only the top 10 filters are being shown now. Insert a subtotal formula to work out the average of the top 10 sales. So subtotal formula again equal to subtotal. Number 1 is for average, and then select the cells for which you want to calculate the average and enter. Format into GBP currency. So we need to make sure this is also formatted correctly into GBP currency, just like the previous one, 2 decimal places. They did not mention that, but we need to follow that. Set the worksheet to show formulas rather than the resulting values, and ensure all the contents can be seen when you set the page to landscape. So make sure you set into show formulas. So formulas, show formulas, and select the data and format auto fit so that all the data can be clearly seen. Format auto fit. And now when you try to take a printout, you want to see the whole page. Okay, they did not ask you to take a screenshot now. So print and change from portrait orientation to landscape orientation. So when you did landscape orientation, still it is going into 2 pages, but they want you to set it into a single page. Okay, so to do that, click on page setup and fit to 1 page width and 1 page wide and say OK. And now you can see all the data is coming in a single page. Take a screenshot of the worksheet showing formulas and paste it into a new worksheet. So now they are asking for a screenshot. Zoom out to take a screenshot because all data needs to be seen. Print screen and paste it into a new sheet. And this is my screenshot. Name this formulas. Okay, sorry. Then return to the invoices worksheet and remove the show formula setting. Come back to the invoices, remove the show formulas. Now when you remove show formulas, the data is going back, and again now all the data is not visible. So make sure always when you remove the show formulas, you come back to the home button, format and auto fit column width, otherwise the data will not be seen very clearly. Okay, that's our data now. Go to the worksheet called price list and protect only the range A5 to D18 with a password 2000X8. So 2018 you can use. So into the price list, A4 to D18. So we have the steps to follow. First select the whole cell, whole sheet, sorry, format, protection, unclick on the locked, say OK. Then only lock the range which you want to protect. Right click, format cells, locked. OK. Now review, protect sheet, 2018 was your password. Okay. Okay. So when you click, it's not working here, but here you will be able to type anything. Back to the question, and that's completed. So we have done the price list protection also. So we have a protected price list, we have a screenshot of the formulas, we have the original data, and then we have the pivot table and pivot chart. So this is your question 2.1 from Osborne mock paper 1.